What's up, guys? Today we talked about reality dating shows, movies, and also driving. You know,
The Eeudge! It's gonna be an interesting episode today because my stomach is so full. I ate like maybe a 4-pound sandwich. You ever been to Ike's loving sandwiches?
I haven't, but there's one nearby near where I live, and I've been wanting to go, but I've been kind of on a sandwich kick. Like I got Jersey Mike's on the
Ooh.
weekend.
Did you get a Mike's Way? No, know what that means.
Of course, I got a Mike's Way. Are you kidding me? Mike knows how to do it. He was really onto something.
Mike knows what he's doing back
when
there.
he came up with that way. Yeah, I got Jersey Mike's because I was like in the mood for a sandwich. I got Subway with my dad today. You know, I love that Chiba Hut.
Right.
You know, I'm on the Chiba Hut.
We're at the Hut. Yeah, we wanted to. Me and my partner wanted to go to what?
Nobody out pizza. Oh wait, what's the
Nobody out Chiba's the Hut. Is that what you
Well, I thought like at first I thought the Pizza Hut was Nobody Out Hut's Pizza Hut.
Nobody out this pizza.
And I was like, I think
you ain't out Hut this pizza.
yeah, but no, Nobody Out Pizza Hut.
But if it wasn't an out hunting contest, yeah, Chiba wins. I was gonna. What's your favorite pizza place? Is it pizza? Mine was Pizza Hut for a little bit. It's a toss up between Pizza Hut and Domino's at any given day for me.
So out of the
chains,
the big box stores,
the chains, yeah.
I do love Domino's the best.
Yeah.
Costco's up there. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. If we're counting Costco, yeah, it's up there.
I guess Costco doesn't really count because like they have.
I'm thinking like chain. You don't need a membership to get in there. The People's Pizza and delivery.
Well, you don't need a membership to eat at Costco.
You don't?
No, at least like do you know Christown?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like you don't have to. They don't check you until because the food court thing is in sort of the general, and like the hallway.
My cat's in my sink.
Anyways. I kind of forget that you have a bathroom right there. Where is your clothes?
In the bathroom there's a closet, or not in it, but you know, like right on the other side of this door there's a door that's my closet. I don't have clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, the Costco that I used to go to growing up is 2 big doors, one's entrance and exit, and then like once you're in the Costco, the food court is on the exit side. So you can't like walk in through the exit and go to the food court, and you can't get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember one time I went to a Costco in California, and it was like outside of the Costco, basically.
Yeah, so, I guess it changes, but
so I guess I need to find a open source Costco.
Yeah, you would have to do that.
But yeah, we went to. So I was in the mood for like Korean barbecue or hot pot.
Okay.
And there's a K-pop place here, but it's expensive. K-pop, you know, Korean barbecue is always expensive.
Yeah.
But they had like a lunch special that was like $21.99, but we were on the other side of town, so we just simply were not going to make it. And then I was like, we might as well save it for like. We were saying we'll go on a double date with you and your shorty one day.
No way! I love a double date.
I love a double date. So we'll do that. But and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just get a sandwich. And so I listed off all the sandwich places, and they'd never been to Ike's. And we said, let's go. But what I got was absolutely a monstrous piece of sandwich because it was like I think ham, bacon, your lettuce and tomatoes, natch, honey. I'll check on that in a second.
Alita's doing some damage.
She when she's in the bathroom and messing up, most of the times that she's in the sink or the bathtub. Because she likes that water and not her water, which I don't think is necessarily because I feel like she can get like soap if she just drinks that water.
Yeah,
that's like not like my bathtub is just constantly full, but like the remnants or whatever.
Sure, the residue,
right. But yeah, it was that fried chicken in the sandwich and mozzarella sticks. And I remember I was reading it and I said to my partner, I was like, "That's a crazy one." They said you should get it, and I said, "All right." And I ate the whole thing because I was very hungry, but I am. Is a lot. It was a heavy sandwich. I'm sure. I think I'll be good until probably this time tomorrow. Probably 24 hours from now. Yeah. And so my stomach's full, and also I did not charge these, but they have lasted quite a bit before. So if I'm gonna be periodic, you okay? She's got the zoomies, and then she immediately laid down. I'm gonna go take a look at what you did in the bathroom. You keep them entertained.
Okay, guys, let me tell you about what I've been watching. So, me and my shorty, we started Ultimatum Queer Love. And then you know how, like, well, maybe you don't know, but they do like two different releases. So they release the first 7 episodes, and then you have to wait like a week, I don't even know, for the rest of the episodes, and then also the reunion episode. And the first 7 episodes is like where you have like the trial marriages, so like the randos are picking up and they're living together. And then the next set of episodes is where like, or the last episode is where like the OG couples match up. I actually did not have to fill time that much. I didn't have to start
Yeah,
this.
that was. It was really all things are really not that much time that you were allotted, but yeah, let's go on. I heard all of it.
Okay.
I'm still in.
Okay, this is what Amelia's watching today, and so on and so forth.
Amelia watch.
Amelia watched. But anyway, so I watched like we watched those episodes, and then the OG couples. They like those episodes released, but then by the time they released, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to watch this because it was just like it's just kind of a downer of a show. Shit got too real, you know what I mean? Like these couples be fighting, and so then eventually what Shorty and I did was we watched another show, and then when we were done with that, last night we watched just the reunion episode. So we skipped the proposals, we skipped like all of that because we were like, well,
so you need kind of a little bit of a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Okay.
And our palate cleanser was this show that actually came out in 2019, MTV's Are You the One season 8. And this one you might like because it is called basically there's 16 contestants. Every contestant is either bisexual or pansexual, like they're
so it's a free for all.
Yes, it's a free for all.
That's cool.
And Are You the One, the way that all of their seasons are put up is that every contestant gets sort of like interviewed by matchmakers of like what they're looking for in a partner and whatnot. And then, you know, for every contestant, their perfect match is another contestant. And every week everyone has to match up and try and figure out who their perfect match is.
Yeah.
And they have to get all 10 or so perfect matches in order to win the big pot of money.
Right.
And so this one was particularly hard because it's 16 people, so 15 people you have as options to be your match.
Right.
And like you just don't know.
That's a lot of choices. That's a lot of choices to make, really.
Yeah. And so I had seen it before, like a couple years ago with my old roommate, but my shorty had never seen it, and so I was like, well, let's watch it.
The same season you'd already seen?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah.
This whole show this bisexual pansexual?
No.
Or is this a special bi season?
Special bi season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Season 8, it's on Hulu, and it's pretty rocking. There's 12 episodes.
Now, I gotta say, it's pretty refreshing to hear you talk about a dating show that's not Love Island, because a lot of people have been talking about Love Island recently on the old internet, and even people in my face talking to me. even in my IRL, people talking to me about it.
Couldn't you imagine?
not that I've personally watched it. I actually haven't watched a dating show in a while. Oh, that's not true. I watched Love is Blind when it came out most recently. Okay. Now, I do enjoy watching them when they come out and stuff, and it's not like my favorite thing ever, but I do love them. I always do struggle to like remember people's names and stuff, so I kind of fall short of like being in the fandoms of people talking about it, because I'm immediately like, I don't know who you're talking about. Like it has to be really fresh in my brain. Right. So I couldn't tell you anything about the last Love is Blind season, but yeah, no, a lot of people are talking about Love Island, and it's like I don't know how it's getting on my feed. I'm not interacting with it, but it's just coming to me. So it's nice to hear about something else that's not that, and something gay.
I have not kept up with Love Island. The only season I watched of Love Island was Love Island Australia, the one that came out in probably 2022 or 2023, one of those. That was pretty fun. I watched it like I think like not even that long after the whole season finished, again with my old roommate, and I remember like it was interesting. I think the thing that's turning me off from Love Island USA and like watching it currently is like I'm not on social media, so unless I'm hopping onto Reddit.
You're not part of
Like I'm
discussions
not
about
part
it.
of the conversation. And B, it's just like so many episodes.
Is it?
Yeah, it's they do like multiple episodes a week and they're
Oh.
all like an hour
Oh
long.
my god.
Because they're just being filmed like 24/7, and so
Huh.
basically the editors just like kind of chop it
It's like
down.
what's the other show, Big Brother, where it's like all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's how it goes. And so to me that's just like that's a lot. I yeah, I don't think I can commit
It's
to that. It's just
sure.
quite a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It seems like I honestly didn't know that it was that much, but now I even have less desire to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't even say that I didn't have desire to watch it necessarily. I just wasn't. I don't really know much about it for it to be like interesting. I guess. Like I think all the ones that I have watched have some sort of little like spin or twist on it. Like the one that I've really liked is Love Is Blind. It's because you can't see them at first and the pods and all that. I like that
Mm-hmm.
about it. Um, I remember like The Circle. You ever watch The Circle when that was happening?
No, but I'm
Is that
familiar
still
with it.
happening? I don't know if it's still happening, but I watched like the first
I
season
don't
of
think
that.
it's not.
Pretty cool. Is it Too Hot to Handle, the one where they can't have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jacob watched like I think half a season of that in Spanish for some reason. Oh, because I think it was the Brazil. Like
Oh.
it was one of the it was a Latin American country. I don't know if it was Mexico or Brazil or whatever, but that was fun. I really did enjoy that. But yeah, it has to have some sort of twist. As far as I can tell, Love Island is just they're on an island and they couple up and stuff.
Yeah, there's not really a twist.
Yeah, I
They
need a
keep it
twist.
because they keep it
I got to
simple.
keep it twisted.
Yeah, I do like dating shows, but what me and Shorty are learning together is I kind of like we only like them when they're like fun, and so we watched Temptation Island,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one where people and couples split up. They're on like two different islands, and there's a
Oh,
bunch of hot, sexy singles trying to like tempt them into
I need
cheating.
bombshells have entered the villa.
And I watched the latest season with Shorty, and it was like so depressing. Like it was so
Wait, so do they come to the show as couples and then they get split?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
but they're not broken up. Like
Right.
yeah, and so watching it really was like almost every single man on the island was cheating
Yeah, that'll
and
happen.
like repeatedly
That'll happen.
and just being like absolutely terrible people. And then
Right.
every woman on the island was like, "Oh, I love my boyfriend and I miss him so much."
Uh-huh.
And oh, I like we have problems, but I think we can work it out.
That's so
And
sad.
it's really depressing because
Yeah.
it's like it's insane. And then like later when you find out that like oh people like stayed together after that
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Awful.
So that was just not fun. We watched all the way through. We were like redditing it up, like on
Redditing it up.
up on the Reddit is what I'm trying to say.
We read it.
Sure did. Um anyways, but that was just like afterwards we were like, oh. And my shorty was like she was like, like, it was like a week or so past, and she was like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, not in a good way.
It hasn't left.
Yeah. And then Ultimate and Queer Love, like, yeah, these are real couples. Like, there was one relationship that was 10 years long. Like, they have been going for 10 years, and now they're doing the ultimatum. Like, it was like, oh. But then versus, like, Are You the One season A, Come One, Come All. That one,
Is that
lighthearted.
what it's called? Or did you come up with that just now?
No, it says "Are You the One? Come on, come all," and the theme song
That's
is
awesome.
like, "Feel like a millionaire," and then you see like everyone like, yeah. um,
Oh yeah, I gotta watch this.
you can envision it. It's on Hulu. Just a little plug. But yeah. Anyways, that's like it felt more lighthearted because it was like everyone just met. Everyone's just trying to get
Right.
some money.
It's all fresh.
Yeah, they're
Everyone's just
trying
here
to
for that
like
bag.
grow individually, but like yeah, and like no one even has to get engaged, like the bachelor slash
Mm-hmm.
bachelorette. So it was nice. Or we watched Love Is Blind Habibi, which is the Middle Eastern version of Love Is Blind, and that one was I think that one we just got lucky because it wasn't like dark. Um, like everything was pretty like clean, especially since like I think most people on the show were Muslim. So like there wasn't like any drinking or sex or anything like that. And then I watched this horrific YouTube video about all of all of the abuse allegations associated with Love Is Blind and like all the various Love Is Blinds all over the world. Crazy.
Like
There's like attempted murder and things like that.
Like,
yeah, like abusers coming on the show and
oh,
like abusing it up, and also like just like the filming like conditions that Love Is Blind like had,
uh-huh.
and like things like that, and like one girl was like, hey, like he raped me, and they were like
Jesus.
still making her like sleep in the same hotel room. It was bad.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll watch like another season of Love Is Blind. I hate to burst your bubble,
That's
but
okay. Hey,
yeah.
I wasn't eagerly awaiting season 7 or whatever we're on, so that's
Yeah,
okay.
whatever they're on.
I can watch one of the
Um,
million other dating shows that they're
yeah.
on.
Luckily, there were no allegations that I saw for Love Is Blind HubDB. Not saying that like nothing happened,
Right.
but just nothing's come to light, so it's still a little clean in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, I'm all over. I'm Yeah, I enjoy the dating shows.
Sure.
So, and now I think I'm gonna. There's another show called F Boy Island,
Oh
and
yes, I'm familiar. No, I
yeah,
haven't watched, but I'm familiar.
that one isn't going anymore, but I have seen it before, and I wanted my shorty to watch it. And we like when I watched it, it was on Max or HBO Max back in my day.
I don't know if you heard, but it's back to HBO Max.
I saw that, but like the logo is still
It's
still
still
just says Max.
right. It's a little flip floppy, but officially it is HBO Max now.
Okay,
Please and
I
thank
don't
you.
know why they changed that, but
I don't know. But
anyways.
please and thank you. It is HBO Max.
Of course, right when I get used to saying
Max,
Max,
yeah.
they're like, actually,
Actually, we got you.
actually, it's HBO Max.
Actually, Takes You Away has been HBO Max, obviously.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Anyways, but I watch it on Max or HBO Max. But then when I wanted her to watch it, it was only on CW, so she had to download the CW app on her TV.
That's ridiculous.
And
That's too
wouldn't
many
you know
apps.
it, there was a like 2 minute commercial break every 2 minutes,
Mm.
so it was bad. And like I kind of respected it because every single commercial was just for another CW show.
Oh,
So just like shameless self promo,
right.
but still I was like so
I
sick of
think
it.
I would definitely prefer that to than just like ads. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I keep getting on Hulu, I keep getting like different like drug ads from like one, like I guess you could say big pharma company called Lilly. So I'm getting like a GLP-1, I'm getting PrEP,
Mm.
I'm getting like something for eczema. I'm getting they're
Hulu and Disney Plus love to advise me prescriptions
yeah,
and
like
drugs.
is it a lot of older people watching
I
Hulu?
I can't imagine that's the case. Because okay, so for me, I have the Hulu Disney Plus bundle, so it's just on one app. So if I
Okay.
go to Disney Plus, I can watch Disney, Hulu, and if I so chose to, ESPN stuff. I think it's on there, or National Geographic. I don't know. There's a third thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's on one app for me. So even if I watch a Hulu show or a Disney show, that's all there, and I feel like I'm just. Are you down? Oh hi. I feel like I'm just getting drugs and ads and medicine ads.
Okay.
I will say I watch HBO Max. We watch Doctor Who, me and my partner, and like today we were watching an episode, and the ad breaks are like 2 minutes long, and they were all laundry detergent like on one go, and it was different ones. It was like it was a US things. It was I got a Tide ad and then a Dawn ad. I think no Gain.
Uh,
I got a Gain back to back. They sandwiched Gain in between two Tide ads, and I said they probably didn't want that.
little love triangle.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't like ads. I will say I was considering because I as you know, you and I are both. I think you have the trial, but you and I are both ad free on YouTube.
Oh yeah, no,
Congrats to
they've
us.
been charging me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, but
My yeah.
you're keeping it.
Oh, I'm keeping it.
Okay, yeah.
So worth.
Ad free on YouTube has changed me. It's pretty good. Obviously, when we watch a Smosh video, Smosh has so many ads normally, and just it's free now. Not that I haven't watched them in a bit, but when I do,
The amount of money
so
they must be
fine.
making because they release a video like every single day.
Right,
Insane.
and each one has at least 20 ads in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been considering doing that for my subscriptions too, and apparently there is a bundle. Get this of Disney, Hulu, and HBO Max, and I think ad free it's like 30.
They're all just fighting against Netflix.
They're all getting up on Netflix.
Yeah. Jumping.
Ad, ad free it's $30. Ultimately it's $10 each. Not too bad. So we'll see. And as far as Netflix, I'm still using my parents. So that's
yeah.
true.
I don't think I'll be getting ad free anything, other than YouTube, because like for me, like I watch YouTube, like YouTube is like the only thing I watch when I'm alone, pretty
Mhm.
much. Maybe like I'll throw on or Amazon Prime Video because my favorite shows are on Prime,
Mm.
which is Psych and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I like
Oh,
those are the ones that I love to
cute.
just throw on any episode faves.
Faves.
But then like I only watch like TV or movies with my shorty,
Mhm.
and honestly, the ad breaks like they're not that bad because then like I take that time to like talk to her about the show. So
Sure.
I
I
don't know.
I will say the ads don't really bother me when it's a show because it's like I mean shows have ads obviously
Yeah.
they have commercial breaks, but when I'm watching a movie and it cuts off, I'm like I might as well pull out my credit card right now and get rid of these ads. Yeah, that pisses me off just because I'm such a movie head. And
Yeah.
I obviously like I would watch movies on TV like growing up too, so sometimes they'd be broken up with ads, but like I just feel like I'm more used to it with shows, so it's not so upsetting to me.
Yeah.
But with a movie, yeah, as soon as Tide comes on in the middle of my movie, I'm pulling out my credit card.
I guess. I think like I guess you watch movies like pretty
I
frequently because
do.
otherwise I would say, oh well, you can rent it for like $3 on YouTube.
Yeah,
Almost
true.
always.
Almost. That
Um,
doesn't give you ads though if you rent it on YouTube.
no,
Oh, I guess
because
we
you're
don't.
paying money.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Obviously,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. But no, I
Even
do
even
watch
when I
movies.
didn't have ad for YouTube, like they're not gonna put ads on something that I paid money for
Right.
because they have some dignity. So
For now.
oh
For
yeah.
now. But yeah, I do watch movies pretty often. And speaking of, on the topic of things that we're watching in movies, and on the topic of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I watch. You know Rachel Brosnahan? I believe she
Yeah,
is.
she's in Superman,
Yeah, she's
right?
in Superman. I
Yeah.
watch Superman.
Oh,
Her peak movie, pretty good. I
really?
watched 3 movies in the last 3 movies at least in theaters, like 3 new movies since we last spoke 2 weeks ago. I watched Elio. I watched it the day after we recorded. Remember, I was like, I'm hyped for Elio.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. The hype was worth it. I
Nice.
really enjoyed it. Um, I think it was, and I do have a tendency to be a victim of recency bias. But even 2 weeks out, I think I really do. I think it is one of my favorite Pixar movies. Not like
Whoa.
number one favorite, but it's definitely up there for me. Just because I feel like a lot of Pixar movies, a lot of them are really great and super special. But there are a few that just kind of I wouldn't mind never watching them again. You know what I mean? There are a few that are just kind of forgettable to me. This is not one of them. It feels unique enough to me, and it was cute, and I was laughing. That was pretty funny, and it's up there for me. So
They really know how to tug at the
they
heartstrings.
really know how to talk about.
They got it
I
down
was
pat.
weeping. I think I cried out of 2 of the 3 movies that I watched in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Um,
I could
yes,
totally see you doing the TikToks that are like, I watched 5 movies this weekend or 5 movies this week, and here are the ones worth watching.
I would like to do that. I will say on my TikTok, I I've when I started doing like all my Transformer stuff, I had like a pretty big backlog of things to do, and now I'm running low on that backlog.
Oh,
And I also don't want to. Not that I do love Transformers, and I wouldn't mind keeping talking about them. I don't want to put myself in a hole though.
yeah.
So I was like, I kind of want to talk about something else, and I do love movies, so I think I will try to in some way transform my TikTok channel page, whatever, into talking about movies and things, or just other things that I give a shit about.
Yeah. I don't think that would be that too hard.
I don't think
It's not
so
like you're
either.
going from like Transformers to pickleball. You know?
Right?
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
from one
It's media.
franchise to
It's
another.
media. It's media. Yeah.
Yeah, it's media.
So yeah, I would like to do that. But yeah. The second movie I watched did not cry during. No. And that was Jurassic World Rebirth. I had to check because I cry pretty easily at movies.
Mm-hmm.
But the new Jurassic World movie.
I can't remember who's in it because I remember seeing something about like, oh, blah blah blah, slutty little guy.
Slutty Little Glasses. That was
Slutty.
Jonathan Bailey.
There we go.
Jonathan Bailey had his slutty little glasses in this movie. It's him, it's Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali are like the big hitters.
Who's how do I know the
Mahershala
last
Ali?
one? Yeah.
Have you ever watched Moonlight?
No.
Okay. Have you ever watched? What else?
Is
He was in
Moonlight?
No, he's here. I'm gonna show you a picture. You might not recognize him from a picture.
Okay.
I know him from that. He's supposed to be in the Blade movie from Marvel that's coming out. He's also in another Marvel show. I think he was in Luke Cage? Question mark. This guy. No, yes or no?
Yeah.
He's a great actor. You ever watched The Green Book? He's in that. Not that I watched it. Green Book, Leave the World Behind, The Hunger Games, one of them, Mockingjay Part 1.
Okay, I would have seen that.
He's done some voices from yeah. If you want to
Okay.
just take a look at his
Okay.
discography or
How
his
do I know him?
filmography. But that movie was pretty good. It was fine. It was a dinosaur movie, which is pretty cool. So um yeah, I don't really have too much to say. Like I said in my letterbox review, like if you're going into a Jurassic World movie these days and you're expecting a masterpiece like the first Jurassic Park,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's on you. And so if I was just wanting to eat some popcorn and watch some dinosaurs and some people in a dinosaur situation,
Yeah.
and I got just that. And there was some scenes that were like pretty cool, and then I don't know. There was like a subplot that I feel like didn't really need to happen, but I was fine with it. I was like, sure, let's have them deal with dinosaurs too. Like it was just like we were just following two groups of people in this island that like cross paths, and then they split up, dealt with dinosaurs each, and then they cross paths again at the end. And it's like cool. Oh sure, why not? As long like I said, as long as dinosaurs are cool, you got me. But other than that, I just don't think there's anything to write home about. It's not. It won't be winning any awards. We won't be seeing it come Oscar season.
What was Jonathan Bailey's sexuality in the movie?
I would say ambiguous. I think.
Oh, he didn't have any
No,
romances.
I mean, I feel like there was supposed to be like some chemistry with him and ScarJo,
Mm.
but I can't. It doesn't. Like there's no kiss or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel like they were like, oh, are they gonna kiss? You know what I mean? It never felt like that. But it was like ScarJo was like this, like she was this cold-hearted person just doing it for the money, and he's this a warm-hearted person and doing it for the love of the game. And then so she kind of is like admiring that of him, and he's kind of being cheeky about it with his little glasses and how he's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of warms up to him and is on his side about yeah, you're right, let's do it for the love of the game and fuck the money. But as far as I felt, there was no like they weren't gonna boink after the credits rolled.
Okay.
But maybe that's what they wanted you to think. I don't know. Because he is gay IRL, is he not?
He is, but he plays a lot of like straight characters. So I was curious, like, where are they going with that?
Right.
What's gonna
Yeah.
happen?
As far as I could tell, it felt ambiguous, but they were like, maybe, but who knows? And I don't know how they're gonna come back. If they're gonna do another one, I mean, they probably will. All things considered, do another Jurassic movie.
Could always.
I don't know if these guys are gonna come back, but considering that we've done one trilogy of park movies, and then we did another trilogy of world movies, and now it sounds they're not gonna just do one random world movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you think it's gonna be like Jurassic Universe?
Well, that's what's confusing to me is because so they did Jurassic Park 1 and 2 and 3, duh, and then they're like, okay, what do we do now? And they said Jurassic World, and they did Jurassic World 1, 2, and 3 with Chris Pratt,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're like, okay, new Jurassic World movies coming out. Everyone's like, okay, cool. And in my head, I'm like, what's this one going to be? Because they already did Jurassic World, and like, where are they going? Are they leaving the world? But no, it's just Jurassic World again. But it's Chris. Like, no, all the people from the other Jurassic World movies are gone. I'm trying to think if any stragglers were. Not that I can remember. But it's like so now they're just doing another Jurassic World trilogy. Again, they haven't said, oh yeah, we're doing 2 and 3, but they're probably going to do 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This feels like a horse that won't. They're not going to stop beating.
I mean, who's gonna stop them? You know.
And will I be there watching them? Yeah, I've seen all of them. So that's that one. Again, nothing crazy. Go watch some dinosaurs. Try to eat some people. Actually, they successfully eat a couple people. No spoilers. Sorry. And then lastly, the man of the hour, Superman. Absolutely amazing film. Now, obviously, I love superhero movies, but I've never been much of a DC guy. Very few DC movies where I'm like, gotta go watch that. And this was one of them. But I mean, have you heard any discourse about it, or other than obviously it came out and everything?
No, but I don't think I've been online in the right places to see
Right,
the discourse.
that'll happen.
I only see the progressive commercials.
Right, where they're like waiting for him on that little
Yeah,
podcast.
so that's all I know.
Right. Okay, that's good. That's enough. So it's. I mean, I won't share too much about like the actual story, but more so like why it's pretty good. I think. So for the most part, it's like starting this whole new DC universe, which I'm excited for now. At first, I was like, we'll see, but now hyped. I'm all in. But it's the guy who made it is the same guy who directed and wrote the Guardians of the Galaxy movies for Marvel.
Oh shit.
And he did another DC movie prior, the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad 2016. We don't talk about Suicide Squad 2016.
Oh.
He did the Suicide Squad 2021.
Okay.
And that one was good. And so he has like a specific style where things are kind of like weird, but for the most part, they're pretty colorful. And he's always known for his banger soundtracks and like how he uses music in his movies. And like he always does like kind of like weird characters. Like he'll throw in some free characters from the comics and stuff. But they're always like full of a lot of heart. Like I've probably cried at every single one of his movies. Again, doesn't take much to make me cry, but we're gonna chalk it up to him, to James Gunn. But this movie is just like that. So Superman is like the movie is so positive and loving and hopeful, and it's inspired hope in basically anyone who's watched it, unless you're Republican, and we'll get into that. But that's to be expected. But like I've only seen my only interpretation of Superman that I've seen really, because I didn't grow up on DC, is Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
Familiar question mark? Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that one's a little more dark and gritty, and I never really liked that movie or any of those like that universe.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like, I just didn't really care about Superman as a character. But now it sucks because if I had seen a good version of him, I probably would have been all over him as a youngin. Yeah, because yeah, he's like his whole thing is that he's like, um, just super positive, like absolutely like the peak a person can strive to be and being good and doing the right things and all that. And it's just the movie is just 2 hours of just exemplifying that and just really nailing it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really funny because we also on the other side of that, the villain of the movie, Lex Luthor, is pretty refreshing because a lot of times superhero movies will try to make the villain like what's the word I'm looking for, sympathetic. You know, like you're trying to like I was gonna say mourn for them, trying to feel for them.
Yeah,
which definitely
some
is
nuance.
Right, exactly. Which I think is important to have sometimes too. But it's been a while since we've had a guy who's just straight up evil. And this guy is just straight up evil. And he's a day one hater. He's a D1 hater on Superman. So it's funny having the dichotomy of that. But it works really well, and I think it's great. And what I was saying is because some of the discourse that was going on was obviously in light of in lieu of everything that's going on in the world right now, pretty awful mostly.
Mm-hmm.
They James Gunn, the director and writer, mentioned that Superman is an immigrant story because he is an alien coming from this world and all this stuff. And that's definitely like a core part of Superman as a character since the beginning. Because it's like, if you know, again, I'm not a biggest DC guy, so I may be getting like little details wrong, but generally like he's written by Jewish writers back in like the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
When so like that was like literally like why he was written, is to be an immigrant story and about being like from someplace different and people treating you differently or whatever, and still choosing to do good and all that good stuff. So he's basically just bringing that back and actually making it center of his character again. And so like that's the topic that's been touched on before, where he's like pro like in Smallville there was an episode where like this like an immigrant was here.
I remember that.
Like, yeah.
I remember that.
And then I think his dad or someone was like, but he came here illegally, and he's like, so did I. His mom, yeah. And it's like awesome, beautiful, and so it really pushes that. But like also like is in a real world setting, Lex Luthor is a billionaire who's using his money to do evil shit.
Yeah.
Like in the biggest sense, and the conflict that he's quite literally causing a conflict in like the Middle East. Like there is, and you can say it's a symbol or an allegory or whatever, but it is word for word, bar for bar, like the Israel and Palestine situation. And I don't remember the name of one of the countries, but the one that's the Israel counterpart is Baravia. And he literally goes over there. He's like, you cannot start this war. That's fucked up. And then everyone gets mad at him for like, you're like, oh, you had no right to do that because you don't represent the United States or whatever. But he's basically just trying to stop this genocide, and that's his whole thing. And then thankfully he eventually does and everything. But it's like, what I like about it is because it's easy for a superhero to obviously like stand for good and symbolize all that. And then like Superman saves a dog and a little squirrel throughout the movie. And it's like, anyone would do that, or good people would do that.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's cool for me to see like them trying to put like, this is what a good person does. And then like quite literally in such a real world situation, like this is obviously not a real world situation. No one's Superman, but it's like, this is what you would stand on if you are a good person doing these things.
Yeah.
In such real world stuff.
It's like there's being nice or like kind, and there's being ethical.
So, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it shows like the full range of that, I think. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I don't know, like it's superhero movies, like that's the whole point, like being good, doing good, and being a hero and all that. But it's just nice to see such, especially just because like the whole thing of like it being so hopeful, like things are pretty bleak sometimes when you're looking at the news and stuff, and to walk in and to just see that was pretty nice for me. And I was crying.
Sick.
I was crying, and it's really funny. I was laughing quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, because like to me, I feel like And like I've never like been against Superman at all, but I just felt like I don't think of him as like a funny superhero.
Yeah, I think that's fair. He is. I think the reason he's funny is because he's silly. Like he's pretty innocent. He's like when people say someone's like a golden retriever. He's like a golden
Okay,
retriever kind of guy.
nice.
So he's silly, he's funny, and then all like the side characters are all silly too. And I mean, James Gunn, he just writes funny movies. Like, yeah. Um, and I won't lie, when I was younger, I was definitely a hater of Superman just because I was like, a lot of people have this rhetoric and probably still do, but it's like, how can Superman be that interesting of a character if like he's invulnerable? Like, how do you
Yeah,
do that? But they do it. They can,
nice.
and I just needed to open my eyes, and I'm sorry, Superman, I didn't know your game.
You were not familiar.
I'm not familiar with your game, but now I am, and so I'm pretty hyped with what they do with the universe in the future. Because not only did James Gunn write and direct this first movie of it, but he's overseeing the whole universe thing, even if he's
Okay.
not directly making a movie. So I think it's in good hands. So I'm hyped for the next however long that lasts.
Okay.
Probably the rest of my life. I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, Marvel's been kicking for like almost 20 years now, like this specific lore, the universe. So who knows? Maybe another 20 years for the
That's
both of them.
insane. That's
But yeah, I watched. So those are good movies. I would recommend if you had to watch any of them, I would go watch Superman. If you could only watch one of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I would also recommend you to throw Elio. I wouldn't be mad if you didn't watch Jurassic World. I could take it or leave it. I tried to get my nephew to come with us to watch Elio, but he doesn't like the movie theaters. He says it's too loud,
Oh, that's fair.
and I said that's okay.
Yeah, Superman might wait until it goes on streaming, or like at least like so I can rent it.
That'll be on HBO Max for sure.
For sure.
For
they
sure.
always have first grab for like at least a couple months.
Yeah, I mean, I think also like
I think they have a deal with DC too. Though.
Yeah, I think for the most part they literally own DC ? But every once in a while you see a movie on another streaming service as a DC movie, so
Yeah.
I don't really know how that works. But I think for the most part they do own DC.
I didn't. I think I liked Blue Beetle. I think that's the last.
Blue Beetle was fun.
That
I
might
like
have been
Blue
the last superhero movie I've seen.
Only like all superhero movie,
I think
like any superhero.
because
Dang.
I don't.
That
And
was
the last
23.
like new one. That's
Right.
Yeah,
Like a new release.
because I think I like threw on Ant-Man a couple weeks ago, but
Shout out Ant-Man. It's so funny that not to get a suicide joke, but Ant-Man 3 was not that good, and since it happened, 2 actors have retired from acting. Michael Douglas, which is kind of understandable because he's kind of old, he's been doing it for a while.
yeah.
The other one was Evangeline Lilly, which
Oh.
is definitely not been acting that long.
No.
She's still relatively young. And
Yeah.
I saw an article that they both retired, and I saw a meme that was like, "Movies so ass they had to leave the profession."
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, I actually Paul Rudd is like one of my like I think if someone was like who was your like celebrity crush growing up, that would have been the
Paul
like
Rudd's
the
beautiful.
answer that I give. And I remember I threw on Ant-Man and I saw Evangeline Lilly in the first one and I saw that haircut. And
She have a bob.
it was a sharp bob. It was a sharp angled bob with thick bangs.
Yeah, the bob and bang
I
combo.
looked out how old she was, and she was like like during filming or like the movie, and she was like 28, and I was like, and it's not her face. I promise, if she had a different haircut, I would have been like, yeah, 28 for sure.
Huh.
Like I don't.
That's hard. That's hard to believe for me. No offense to her.
No, I know, but it's like it was just crazy because
the first Ant-Man is also very good. I do love that movie.
I wasn't. I'm a fan. It was pretty good. Yeah.
It's a gradual decline. The second one is okay. Third one is not good.
Okay,
I enjoy all of them, but we're talking an objective standpoint. Anyways,
she's 45. Okay, she wasn't 28.
So she was 35. The movie's 10 years old.
Yeah, but it would have been filmed like maybe 2 years before.
Okay, so it's 12 years.
She's like 33. But let me show you what she looked like.
I can believe 33. I think.
You think so?
That's my sister. That's my sister's age. Let me see her.
Okay, I'm gonna pull her up in the movie.
Right, with a sharp bob.
It was sharp.
It was cut a finger on that bob.
For real. Come on. Well, anywho, well, it's really great that you were able to see so many movies.
But thank you. I do, and it was sad because I was really in the mood to watch a movie the other day, but there was just simply nothing that I hadn't seen and nothing that I wanted to see. So
you just wanted to like hop in there.
Yeah,
hop into.
I mean, I love the experience of a movie theater. Like, It's the only thing that can. Unfortunately, as much as I love movies, even if I'm watching a movie at home and I'm freaking like glued, I have a really bad attention span. And I have to pull up my phone at some point, even if it's just freaking look at the time or whatever.
So I know it's like blurry, but the images on the bottom are a little bit more pixelated.
Right. No, I could see 33. No, I think I kind of get what you mean.
The haircut does age her.
The haircut does age her. It's just not. It's not a haircut that a 33-year-old would have.
No,
Simply
I just
put,
like they could have given her like a really like sleek looking something. Like I get it, they
Her-
want to make her like no fuss.
her
no
hair
fuss
is tied back in the second movie. I think it's a better look for sure.
She almost looks younger, you would say.
Yeah, she genuinely. Yeah, this is a poster for Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 with her in it, and she definitely looks younger.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
she has like a long ponytail, or I don't even know. But
I
anyways,
don't even know.
so
But yeah. So I love superhero movies. But yeah, no, I love going to the movies. The experience is just great. I love the dark. It's the only thing that can get me to focus. And it's not even like oh, I want to check my phone, but I know someone's gonna yell at me because of the light. Like I literally have no intention of looking. Like it doesn't even cross my mind that it's there.
No, me neither.
To the point where like I like sometimes I'll like before I get up I check to see if it's there and it fell into the seat and all. So like I love the movie and the popcorn. Don't even get me started.
Sometimes I will admit, like, if it's getting to the end and I'm like, wow, like this movie's long. What time is it? Like, I'll do like I usually I have it in the cup holder, and then I just kind of go, I don't, just to see the time. But I'm not like checking texts or anything that. Like that's not happening. In fact, most of the time I put on D&D, so that if I do check the time, I'm not like, oh my god,
oh shit, someone, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I just love the movies, man. But yeah, sometimes there's just lulls where it's like there's nothing to go watch.
Do you
and
ever
it's like
go to the $5 movie theater, like where like the older releases?
No, but I really do want to. You know what? Now that you mentioned that, right now when me and my partner were driving home from where we were at today, we here pretty close where I live in undisclosed city. there was
so good at
yeah. Well, I live in a surrounding city than the one that we've already met.
Metropolitan area.
I meant metropolitan, the greater valley that is in here in Arizona. We drove by a theater that looks like one of those old theaters, and they had a different name, but it was a Harkins, and it's like a tiny little theater, and like it had like those old, I think those are called letterboxes, like the ones where it's like the letters on the box that light up. And it was like we're a Harkins officially, like actually owned. And it's like it looks like it's a theater that Harkins owns, but it's like a tiny little theater like that. So it probably is newer movie still. But we were both like, holy shit, we should go check that out because that would be nice.
Okay.
But I unfortunately don't know of any theaters like the $5 old ones, but that would be awesome.
There's one that I know that you can almost say that it's in between where like you live and where I live. It's this.
You could almost say.
You could almost say because it's kind of
if you
where
wanted
my
to say.
live. I'll dox it because it's not gonna really give any ideas on where you live. But if you look up Pollack, Pollack, the Pollack guy, he owns like so many different like a lot of like real estate and like kind of like Chandler basically. And he has a movie theater and it's like one of those $5 movie theaters. And actually in the like in the hallway basically there's a lot of memorabilia. So like there's like I don't know like an old like R2D2 or whatever, or like there's like autograph like signed posters. You probably would like it. I'm gonna make sure that it's still open. I remember it used to be across the street from a Boston Market, but that Boston Market is probably gone.
R.I.P.
Anyways,
I will say I also saw some TikToks in the last few weeks of Harkins here in Arizona that are like dining like they're like those like restaurant like the dinner and a movie type of beats where it's like less so of a theater and more of like a experience thing. I don't remember exactly, but it looked pretty cool, and I was like, that's cool too. Go to one of those. Have you ever been to a drive-in movie theater?
I've been once to watch Kung Fu Panda.
The first one, like when you were youngin'. Wow, that's cute. I used to go quite often. It wasn't like our go-to, but it was like, yeah, you know what? Let's go to the drive-in.
You can watch the Lego Batman movie
tomorrow. Dude, tomorrow? Okay, so this is all tomorrow?
Yeah.
We have The Little Mermaid, Toy Story, Independence Day, Shrek, Iron Man 1 and 2, the Lego Batman movie, and a Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I actually was scrolling quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Whoa. And yeah, they still have new ones. I saw Sinners. Bring Her Back. bring her back. That's really cool. Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah, and I think I saw something about it being like 350 or something.
Damn, in this economy,
Let me look.
that's cool.
Yeah, regularly
Dude, the
priced
Lego.
movies are just 350.
We did watch the Lego Batman movie on Sunday, and it holds up. On Sunday?
Oh,
Saturday?
you don't have to go to the theater to watch it.
No, but I still. I mean, the other movies, like, it would be cool to watch Iron Man in the theater. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I was fucking 6, or I don't even know if I ever went to them. I don't remember watching it in the theaters. I just don't have a very good memory of that age for me.
Right.
But I probably did, or maybe I did. I don't know. But it would be cool just to say that I experienced it. I don't know.
No, seriously.
Because the only thing that you can do that with, like, the theaters that we go to is like those Tuesday night classics.
Mm.
But there's always on Tuesdays, and there's only one showing, and it always sells out like immediately. It's like always packed.
Damn.
One time, me and Jacob went to go watch American Psycho up in Flagstaff because I had never seen it before, and it was on a Tuesday night classic. And yeah, we were like in the second row. We were like look like this in the theater, but it's still pretty cool to see that.
The only time that I have had to sit in the first row for a movie was to watch. It had to have been Cars 2. I don't know if I was old enough for Cars 1.
Oh yeah.
When did that come out?
Probably not.
I remember
You
I
are
was
old,
young,
though, so.
but Cars 1. No, it might have been Cars 1 because I think Cars 1 came out in like 2006.
That sounds about right.
Cars 2006, Cars 2 2011. It's more likely 2006.
You were 4.
Yeah,
Dang,
and
that screen was.
That
screen. But you were glued. The first time that I remember sitting that close to a theater was for Doctor Strange. It was me, Raymond, and our friend from middle school, and it was funny because it was when they opened up the one. You haven't. I don't know if you've been that far out west, but kind of over by where I used to live. And they just opened it up, and it was Cine One, where it was like the biggest screen in all of Arizona,
like the Cineplex.
Right? Yeah, it was like the curtains and everything, like all that really fancy one.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Whoa, the biggest screen ever!" And it was like opening day, so the only available seats were like the third row, all the way to the left. So and obviously the fucking biggest screen we've ever seen. So we're like, yeah, that was fun. And that movie is so like all the visuals and shit is crazy. It was a hell of an experience.
That's crazy. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But I love the movie. I think the next movie that I want to watch is the Fantastic Four, because I don't think anything comes out this weekend.
Yes.
But I think I've just made my peace with. I'll watch it when we get back.
You know, like you can like rent out a movie theater for like $300.
Yes, I do know that.
Do you think we have enough friends?
We have, if we can get everybody. I know, like when we do a function and we get everyone, it's 11 people.
Okay.
12 because one of those friends has recently been cuffed. Thank you. Has recently been cuffed. So we'll make it 12, and that's so divided by 300 divided by 12 is what, $6? No. Well, 300 divided by 10 is 30. So we'll call it what, $25 each. That's so doable. You're basically buying 2 movie tickets.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I just don't know if I would do it to like put on a movie or like, you know, where they can play games. That would be fun too.
I think putting on a movie is a bit of a waste. Probably play games because I also hear they help you set it up. Like,
oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's cool. But that just like that would be really cool. Mario Kart, Smash Bros.
There as well.
Surely.
Can you do some burial?
Surely. I mean, there are Harkins that have little bars.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think I've ever. Oh, that's not true. When we watched Despicable Me 4, I got a beer, I think. Do you remember? For July 4th last year?
I remember Christian did. And I know we were in line, but I don't know if I remember.
But I don't think I've ever. I think I just remembering us waiting in line or somebody waiting in line. I don't know. But it would be getting drunk and watching movies, one of the greater beauties in life. Yeah, because I will say one time, only once in my life, have I gone to a theater where I was the only one. Well, I went to go watch a movie with one other person, so us two were the only ones in the whole theater, and that was an experience. It was for Wonka last year.
Whoa!
It was like at 10 p.m. at night. I think like the weekend after it opened. So it was
Mr.
like
Bean movie.
I'm sorry, the Mr. Bean movie.
He's in it, right?
Mr. Bean. Oh yes, yes. Mr. Bean is in Wonka 2023. That is true. Yes, he plays a priest.
Father Bean.
Father Bean.
I think I was texting you about that. That's how I remember because I was like, not
I
Father
do
Bean.
remember Father Bean. That's funny. Yeah, but so yeah, we were just messing around and everything, and making jokes at the movie.
Hell yeah.
But that was a good time. I wish, and like there have been so many times where me and Jacob go to a movie and we buy tickets and we're the first ones to buy tickets and we're like, please God, no one's buy tickets.
That's
Never,
funny. I
never.
what is it? I think the only time that I've been alone in the theater was actually with my family, and it was Christmas Eve some year, and we were at Arizona Mills, and the
Scary.
movie was I honestly I don't remember the name of it. I remember I liked it quite a bit. I would watch it again today. But it was like oh, it might have been called The Tower or like Money Heist, something like that.
Tower
Tower
Heist.
Heist? It might have been. It probably.
That's one of Raymond's not favorite movies, but he says it's a guilty pleasure of his. I think it's Tower Heist.
I think it's kind of underrated because it's got I think it
Yeah.
is Ben Affleck, maybe Casey Affleck.
So it's
Um,
Casey Affleck is out of the Afflecks. Yeah.
yeah, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller from Night at the Museum.
See, I was thinking Ben Stiller, and then I was like, no, wait, there's two different Affleck
There's
dynasties.
two Bens and two Afflecks.
Casey Affleck, Ben Stiller, I think Chris Rock. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I remember I walked in on Raymond watching it once. But yeah, he says it's a guilty pleasure of his.
Yeah, I like heist movies. Like I like
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a classic formula.
especially at the end where you're like oh they maybe did or didn't get away with it in the end after all. Oh my gosh, friggin' Logan Lucky. Love that
Oh
movie. I love
yes.
that movie. If you haven't seen Logan Lucky, you go and watch it.
Go and find yourself a Logan Lucky.
Find it. It used to be on like Prime or something. What a steal.
I watched it on Netflix whenever that was on Netflix.
Yeah.
But those kind of the movies just jump all over the place.
I should probably just buy it because yeah, sometimes it's just like not even available anymore. But I love that movie.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I do remember it. I don't remember like too much about it, but I do remember being like, fuck yeah, that was a good movie.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. And that's I just don't have a good memory. So and I watch a lot of movies, so ultimately that's a lot of what I remember is just vibes of movies. I think that's probably most of the media consumed. Like on the first episode of this podcast where I tried to explain a book and I got probably every plot detail wrong, and you who didn't read the book corrected me on all of them.
Well, because I like semi recently watched like an hour-long YouTube video breakdown of it.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways,
it is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And I'm just not realizing that my pigment lights are not on.
Oh.
1 second. Sorry.
It's not an episode.
All right, and then we can start the episode.
Oh, it's connected to the switch.
Yeah, there's a switch back there that just turns on the outlet.
That's fun.
Just connected those to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, I think it's time. How long have we been
52.
here? That's fine.
Yeah.
I've noticed when I uploaded today's episode that we consistently hit like an hour 20.
I always think like we're gonna hit like a bit over an hour because like we're not trying to get to an hour 20.
No, we just
But then I think like what we consider to be like our ending segments take a long time.
Yeah.
So, anywho, okay.
So, I think it's time we just speed through because it's not a very strong one this week. So we're just gonna go ahead and bless this nest.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna do this bi-weekly periods the thisness meter.
Thisness meter.
The
God bless
meter.
this nest.
God bless this nest. Okay. First one is going to be a little vague, but you can elaborate however you choose, and I will for mine. I just favorite genre. I'm gonna say favorite genre of movie, but I know you read a lot and you watch shows a lot. So just in general, favorite genre when you're consuming your media.
Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Comedy.
Mystery.
I figured, yeah.
Yes, but a comedic mystery.
Oh,
sign me the fuck up. That's like, wow. Anyways.
Okay, yeah, but no, go on, elaborate. Tell me about your mysteries.
I love mysteries, and I think like that is hands down my favorite genre. I love a mystery movie if those exist. You know, they're kind of few and far between, but they exist.
Those exist.
They do. I think of like Gone
murder
Girl.
mysteries.
Yeah. Or Knives Out.
I love Knives Out. Did you ever watch the second one, Glass Onion? Good.
Cannot wait for the third one.
Oh, a dead man can't walk. Dead man tells no tales. That's the Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead man wake up. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love a mystery movie. I love a mystery TV show, especially if it's a limited series.
Oh.
I grew up watching crime procedural TV shows a la Psych, Bones, all the NCISs. New Orleans was my favorite, underrated. Psych, Bones, Medium. Should not have watched Medium that young, but I did. And just like a lot of ones because my mom loves those. Murder She Wrote. I was up in there.
Is there a difference? And if there isn't, then you can just say no. But is there a difference between like is there a Venn diagram of like a mystery movie and like a detective movie, or is it like all detective movies are mystery movies, not all mystery movies are detective movies? You know what I mean?
I mean, I think you kind of nailed it there because like a detective movie, like maybe you could say, oh, they don't even have to be a detective; it just has to be someone who's like
Who is
maybe
investigating?
maybe like
Where does
yeah,
Scooby Doo fall in your?
investigating, and I guess you could say is like coming into the mystery like new,
Right.
versus let's say like so that's a detective, someone maybe like a private investigator or maybe a lawyer or whoever, but versus like someone who's like, oh, my sister died, I'm avenging her death, I'm figuring out who killed her.
Mm,
Maybe not necessarily a detective movie because
sure.
that person's skills, that skill set comes from knowing the victim, knowing the people surrounding the mystery, and sort of just like being really tenacious about it. Versus like a detective has like a specific set of skills related to that. I guess like yeah, you could even say like the good like the nice guys.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of like I was almost like, well, that's like kind of a detective movie, but it's not really a mystery movie. But it kind of is. Like there is a
I
mystery.
would say I think there's. I'm not as familiar with the genre as probably you are, but
Mm-hmm.
like that's not like a lot of the times you as an audience member are also unaware of the mystery or like the actual truth.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that versus like Knives Out, where you know that you know what's going on and you're kind of waiting for everyone to pick it up? And I mean, there are still like a reveal at the end with ransom and everything, but for the most part, like you know that she didn't do it, and they or sorry, you think she does it for most of the movie, and then you find, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel? Do you prefer to be in on the mystery or in on the truth or not?
I don't think I prefer to be in on the mystery. I think Knives Out is magic and it's like its own special way. But the thing is like I would watch Knives Out one, but like every time I like consider watching Glass Onion, I'm like,
Yeah, I feel that too.
anyway. And I don't really know why. I don't like, and maybe it's the fact that like I don't like we already
Me
know or
personally,
like
I like the vibe, like the atmosphere of the first one. I think is
yeah,
better. They're two very they're both good. They're just very different vibes.
yeah.
I think Knives Out first one feels a little cozier to me.
No, I think so. I think like maybe like sort of there's something about Glass Onion was that was a little depressing, even though like it was still kind of a good ending in the end. It was
Yeah,
still just like, man, you
I think
got
it's because they.
fucked.
I mean, I guess you could argue that they kind of did it for the first one, but it's a little more real.
Yeah.
Like the whole all the rich people and
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
versus. I mean, the family was rich in the first one, but it's like a family story. I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
little different, but anywho, I don't know. Yeah, I think I don't want to be in on the mystery, especially if I'm watching it for the first time. Um,
Oh, there's nothing quite like watching a movie with a big reveal and then rewatching it and you see
mm,
the little
mhm,
pieces. Nothing quite like that.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like I don't even I read a lot of mystery books. I like yeah, again, like I like watching shows.
Bless you.
Um
God bless this mess.
but God bless this mess and this cat allergy. Hey, but anyways, I don't really find myself trying to solve the murder while consuming the content a lot. Like I don't know. I guess I kind of am just along for the ride for the most part.
Sure.
I don't know. But yeah. Or and I just played like a mystery game. Like I got one of those case files and I had like solve the mystery. I did
Mm-hmm.
that by myself, like I was dog sitting, and that was really fun. It took me hours, but that was good.
Did you get the right answer?
I did.
Nice.
I needed to use a couple hints, but
That's
I
fine.
got there.
That's fine.
I got there. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, I love mysteries.
Oh yeah. I love comedies. I
Mhm.
love laughing. I laugh pretty easily, so that's cool. It helps. It helps enjoy things. I personally find myself to be funny, and I try to make myself funnier. I think comedy movies help with that. I like how comedy movies are pretty versatile, and like a lot of comedy movies are not. And you could argue this is a good or bad thing. Some people think it's a bad thing. I don't mind, but a lot of comedy movies. There's not a lot of movies that are just a comedy movie. It's usually like a comedy action movie. Like comedy is usually like a half and half. So as
Yeah.
long as a movie, if that's one of them, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Even if it's like a comedy horror movie and things like that. Fuck yeah. And because of that, I think it helps that like it makes it kind of fresh because the person writing it is gonna have their own sense of humor. the person who directed it is going to add their own spin, and all this shit, and you as an audience member adds your own thing. So I think it makes comedy movies pretty unique. And if you find a really good comedy movie that it simply doesn't age. Like you if you like Superbad is pretty funny. It's a classic that if you like it, you've been watching it all these years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watch it at least once a year. The Nice Guys, I think, is absolutely
Ugh.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I love laughing.
I love like a dark comedy. Like I love like Nice Guys would fit in there. I think even Logan Lucky
Mm-hmm.
as well. I think like what's the one like it was called like Hail Hitler or something. What was
Oh, Jojo Rabbit.
no.
Oh, Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar. There we
I
go.
was
I was
thinking I
like
was thinking of a Hitler
they
one
would
and a
not name
Hail
it Hail Hitler.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
I was thinking of the other Hitler movie.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
yeah, that
funny.
one's pretty good. I don't know. I like those a lot. Yeah, so I guess I like it when it's like a bit more like it's like a bit more cutting.
Mm.
But I do have a soft spot for like Adam Sandler movies. I haven't seen all of
Oh yeah,
them, and I haven't liked all of them, but I still have a
certainly
soft
not.
spot. And I love a vacation rom com.
Oh.
That one, and
Rom
like
coms are up there for me for
yeah,
sure.
love a rom com, especially if it takes place on vacation, like a tropical
Mm-hmm.
destination, because it's like I get to live vicariously. It's
Right,
great.
of course.
I will say sometimes, and like I also think that I judge a movie like my standard for a good vacation rom com is a lot lower than like a good regular rom com or like a good movie in general. I think I put up with a lot more if the setting is good.
No, I
But
think that's very true.
yeah,
That's accurate.
I think the most recent vacation rom com that I saw was Tickets to Paradise,
Oh
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
one was pretty good. The one that I saw before that was so bad that I had to stop watching the movie. And that one was, I think it was called. It was the one with Miranda Cosgrove in it.
Oh, the
Might have
one.
been Mother of the Bride or something like that.
Yeah, well, didn't it also have Lindsay Lohan? Am I thinking of
Mm,
a different one?
different one.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, it was
Was it
Miranda
Netflix?
Cosgrove. Yeah,
Okay, I think I know
yeah,
which one.
and also the guy from Miss Congeniality,
Mm-hmm.
and also I forget her name. She,
Yeah, Mother of the Bride.
yeah, Mother of the Bride. So incredibly terrible. I stopped. I think like 15 minutes in. I couldn't do it. And guys, I love a vacation rom com. That was
You
right up
just
my
said your
alley.
standards were low, yeah.
Right up my alley. Could not stand it any longer. So that was unfortunate. And also, like, I don't think there's a lot of times where I say I don't like this movie.
Damn. That's It's the 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. If that means anything to you, if anyone cares.
And I've liked movies with lower
Yeah.
scores.
Oh yeah. Sure.
So
Sure.
I
But
don't
the
know.
thing is, it's funny because the critics said 30%, the audience said 18%. So no one was really fucking with it.
No. And love you, Miranda Cosgrove. Please try again.
Yeah.
Um,
Please try again. Don't let this dissuade you. Please.
yeah, I would love to give you another shot, even another vacation rom com. But
Throw her like on an island.
whatever, yeah, whatever happened with that movie, just don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I think like in terms of like a comedy movie, like a pure comedy that I like has stuck with me would be Bottoms.
Oh
Love,
yeah.
love that freaking movie.
That's what, and I will say, like some people are like of the mind of like, oh, it just sucks that we don't really get comedy movies that are pure comedy. While I do like it when it's like a comedy slash blank, a really good pure comedy movie like Bottoms is absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it is the case where they just don't really make it anymore. They're just trying to make a movie that happens to also be funny. But yeah, Bottoms was really good.
Yeah,
I have been
Bottoms.
meaning to rewatch that one because it's good.
Yeah, and what was it? I think me and Shorty have been watching One of Them Days. Like, I think we've watched it like a
Oh,
number of times since it's
that
released,
one
and we
was
saw
really
it in
good.
theaters. So that was good. And then I think one that I watched recently, but is not a recently released movie that I wasn't expecting it to enjoy it as much as I did was Rough Night.
Rough Night.
I think I like female led movies quite a bit. But Rough Night,
Lesbian.
it's basically Scarlett Johansson and a
Mm.
bunch of other people. It's like her bachelorette party and they accidentally kill a
Oh,
guy.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler. But yeah, they accidentally kill a guy and then like the rest of the movie is them basically trying to cover up the murder. And I guess maybe you could say that's a dark comedy. But I kind of threw it on. I think I was like cleaning my room or some shit and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
This is a good cast. I'm looking at. I've never watched this movie, but I've seen it like on my streaming services.
Yeah.
But good,
Anywho.
solid cast.
Yeah, I think I also like female led movies quite a bit, which makes sense. But anyways,
Cool.
yeah.
So I did start off with a banger for the Business
Okay,
Beater.
yeah, that was quite a long.
The other one, I don't think is gonna get. Like I'm looking at them, and they were very on the whim earlier today. I can't imagine them causing much discussion.
Beautiful.
Favorite menu item from McDonald's?
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Sausage egg McMuffin.
The strawberry cream pie, which is maybe controversial because I know you know me to be an apple pie lover.
Yeah, what?
But recently I've turned a new leaf.
Oh, he's changed.
I've changed. I can grow too. The strawberry cream pie, in my opinion, is just more consistent. I love a sweet, so it's either one of the pies for me. But sometimes I'll get an apple pie and they just straight up, I don't know, they just didn't cook it and it's cold. And it's like, that's the worst thing ever.
And you don't like microwave?
No, because I'm eating it in the car. It's on like my way to work or something.
Okay.
If I am
That's
coming
fair.
home, then I'm like, okay, wait, I'll put it in. But strawberry cream pies like are always, and obviously that's not the fault of the pie. The pie didn't do anything wrong in that scenario. But it's like sometimes the pie, an apple pie is really good, but sometimes it's a little like chewy, or sometimes it's too crispy and like crunchy, a little too burnt. I've never had a burnt strawberry cream pie. Never had an underdone strawberry cream pie. It's always just what I want it to be.
Is the strawberry cream pie a seasonal thing?
No.
Or no?
I want to say it probably was at first maybe, but no, it's not. You can get it all year round.
Because I was like, maybe if it's seasonal, then they like put more tender love and care into it.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna go to McDonald's after this.
Yeah.
Because I have a gift card.
Okay.
And also, I saw that sign for a s'mores McFlurry. I see you.
Oh, I do want to try that. And then the snack wraps are back, which I didn't realize people were asking for, but the snack wraps are back. In case you were wondering.
I remember when I was a child, after going to the summer movie fun at Harkins, going to McDonald's and getting like some sort of like wrap, and it being good. But I don't remember being that small. But probably because I was a child, so maybe the snack wrap was like lunch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I saw the picture for that and I was like, yeah, that's definitely a snack. Not when I remember. I remember being like kind of a honker.
It's definitely a snack. It's definitely wrapped, but you had smaller hands back then.
Yeah, I was probably like 9. Anyways, yeah.
But what was your answer again?
Oh, sausage egg McMuffin.
Oh, sure.
During a kind of a dark period of my life, every single day I was going to McDonald's and getting a sausage egg McMuffin and a regular iced coffee. And I'm not joking. But okay, between probably like a year and a half to let's say 1 year ago. Okay, like basically like senior year and then up until I got a job.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I was getting it every single day without fail because they had a coupon on the app where you can get a sausage egg McMuffin for $2, and then a regular iced coffee is only $1.79. So I was paying like $4 breakfast every morning.
No, I don't blame you then.
It was so good, and I think I figured I was gonna go there tomorrow because, like I said, I have a gift card, and it was like old time's sake.
Right.
So I might, but maybe I'll go tonight as well. Do I have a problem?
No, should not. You're fine. Yeah, that's simple. I was a little hungry when I wrote that. So. Lastly, this is the two for there's 2 options. We so it gives us a better chance to be like this and not like this.
Okay.
Which one's the good one? This is a good one, right?
This is the good one. And then I think sometimes we just say like sometimes we're like this.
I'll tell you one thing. When I flip it, I don't flip the. I just flip my hand.
Oh, you know what? Okay, whichever one is more natural. So to me, middle finger over is more natural.
Samesies.
That's good. But then try and do that. That doesn't feel good.
Right, because we're not like this.
We're not like this.
Okay, lastly, so we have 2 options. We're talking about shoes here. Slip-ons or laces. No, this could be everything. Could be comfort, could be style, could be take everything into account if you can.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
slip-ons.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Like this.
Woo!
It's been a couple episodes.
Been a while.
But yeah, I'm gonna take the efficiency every time, unfortunately. And even when I have shoes with laces that I like that look good, I'm never tying them and untying them. I slip right on and off.
Okay.
Unless it's like a high top. I don't really have very many high tops. The high tops are hard to do with that, so I will tie them. But most of mine I can just.
Yeah, I In high school, I was a white slip-on Van girl. White slip-on Van and pattern crude socks. That was the
I
look
remember.
every single day.
I remember because you and I both had patterned crude socks, but
Hmm
that was not a
It
thing
was
that
kind
you.
of a thing.
That was not a thing that you remembered us sharing when our friendship reignited a couple last year, 2 years ago. Just gonna throw that out there.
Moving on. Um,
Anyways.
um. Anyways, and that's because I was like, so like, who do you think I am? I'm gonna tie up my shoes every single morning.
Right.
And then in college and since then I have transitioned to high top Converse, but those are the only ones that I really don't mind lacing up. Otherwise, like, I'll wear, now that it's hot, I wear sandals like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have like Toms that
Ooh,
I
yeah.
bought for work. Even my tennis shoes that I wear to the gym, I like, they're like kind of chunky, and so I can like put my foot in there and it's secure without needing to tie it up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nice.
yeah, I prefer slip-ons.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just easier, and sometimes the lace one looks better, but I'm gonna take the efficiency and comfortability every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that,
And that was that.
and that was. I gotta be honest with you. I'm really running out of things for the business meter. Like, I don't know how many more favorite whatevers I can ask you.
Here, I'll do. Okay, so next week or next time, and I'll text you before this. I'll do business.
Oh.
You do blind ranking.
Oh, that's gonna be a weight off my shoulders. That's cool.
Okay.
That'd
Yeah.
be nice if we flip it over. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If
At
we
least
flip
for
it,
the
flip it
episode,
around.
I'll like, we'll give like a little refresh to each other,
Right,
because like,
yeah.
like, even though blind ranking, you can pick literally anything in the universe.
Anything, yeah.
I feel like I struggle to find things that are like on like could be on the same level, you know.
Mhm.
Anyways, so that's why this week our theme. Last time we did franchises Danny loves.
Right.
This time I had the theme of little conveniences, and also one singular unrelated thing, because
Okay.
we were about to start filming and I needed to come up with
Yeah.
something quick.
The red action sign came on.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Approaching red light turns green.
Oh. How close am I to the red light?
You
Have
have
I started braking
You're
yet?
about to start braking. You haven't broken.
Oh my god.
Maybe you took your foot off the gas.
That has to be a 2.
A 2.
Because that genuinely gets me really excited. There was, if I'm approaching a green light and it turns yellow, on my head's hitting the back of, the back of my car seat. I'm so pissed. And if you've been in the car with me,
Oh, okay.
did you think I was braking that hard or what? No, that was me.
No.
Just launching.
No, instead you're like,
No, I'm just so pissed. So yeah, it has to be the exact opposite. I'm gonna hope that I think I enjoy some things in life more than that, so I'm gonna leave room for one. But yeah,
okay.
there's nothing like that.
Okay. The next thing is the stuff that you like needed to buy, like mouthwash, or like you were looking at a shirt or something like that, on sale.
Oh, that is pretty nice. I don't know. I don't know if I ever see things like that go on sale that much, except for like, I'll look if I'm going to Target, I'll look at the Circle app to have any coupons. But that is pretty nice. I love saving money whenever I can. It helps me spend more money on things that I don't need, and that's the best thing to spend money on. So I'm gonna put that. I think I do like that. I'll put that at a 4.
Okay.
I think there's probably more in life to enjoy.
Okay. So
Probably.
the next thing is the TV channel NBC.
The TV channel NBC.
Yeah.
I don't know if they provided me anything that I enjoy.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, Sparks and
yes.
Office?
Probably.
I think because that's NBC Universal. I think it's like one entity.
Yeah,
now.
NBC, like the same guy did like all that shit. So
true, that's all Mike Shore. Yeah, I guess I'll put NBC number 3.
Number 3.
Shout out NBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I wrote on my phone was the TV channel FX.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, he's not. That's gonna be a media 5. Like he will not give a fuck
The
about
only
FX.
thing I care about FX is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is one of my favorite shows.
Okay,
Probably still would have ended up being a 3.
there we go. Yeah, I don't think I could even name something on FX. Like,
Yeah, literally that's the only thing I could name too.
what was it called? Like the whatever, doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
I couldn't even think about it.
We're
The
at 1
guy,
in 5.
the show that, oh, My Life is Larry or something. My Life is.
My name is Earl.
My name is Earl.
Is that what you meant? My life is Larry. That's gonna.
Anyways.
My life is Larry.
Okay. The next thing.
Did you say my life as Larry?
Yeah.
Okay. For a minute, I did hear my life is Larry. Like that's what you would call something that's just like kind of boring. My
I
life's.
love mi vida. Anyways, the song ends when you get home.
The song
Like,
ends
you're
when I
pulling
get
into the
home.
parking spot. Song ends. 1 or 5.
1 or 5. I'm here at 1 and 5 again.
We play it safe.
We play it safe. That's the thing about us. We gotta get next week. I'll get more, or you will get more risky.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. It is nice. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem cutting off a song when I get home. My song. I mean, unless it's a banger, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just So we're gonna go 5.
Okay.
We're gonna hope that this next one's a banger.
Yeah. So this one is you have the exact amount of change.
Oh yeah, that's a banger.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean, I would. What was my number 2? The red green light. That would definitely still be number 1. But I'll take it. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I love having these exact change because I don't like having loose change. So
okay, yeah. For me, I think like I just don't use cash enough to care, like for that to like matter in my list. But
I think that's kind of why it would be so nice because like I literally probably have like $6 in change because I never use cash. Or sorry, $6 in like cash. So like if I was like, oh, let me just use what I have left in cash and it just happens to be the exact amount. Oh, that's probably gonna be immaculate. Probably. Beaut.
And then I did screenshot a Reddit advice. Although, like, honestly, the first time that I did it, it was like quite easy to just look in the new and like find something juicy. But this time is kind of hard. Like everything was either like a little too serious for us to talk about, or just like actually just like some creepy guy posting.
When I go on Reddit, I don't go that much. But a subreddit that I'm getting recommended to me a lot is Am I Overreacting?
I keep getting that too, but then I just keep thinking like, no, you're not. Like,
yeah, almost every time it's not overreacting. It's like, oh, my boyfriend just killed my whole family, and he won't like. Well, he don't want to sleep in the same bed with me. Am I overreacting for wanting to sleep in the same bed with him? Like, I saw one that was a screen like screenshots of a text conversation, and it was like this. The OP was going to a wedding to be in the like a bridesmaid. I guess I don't know what you would call it. Whatever. She's gonna be a bridesmaid. And then the bride was like, oh, can you take off all your face piercings for the photo shoots because I don't want that aesthetic. And she was like, no, they'll probably close up. And then she was like, oh, well, can you just get them re-pierced afterwards? And it's like, well, that costs that costs money, and also it hurts more when you have to re-pierce them. Yeah. Like it heals up a little bit or whatever. So I was like, no, you're not overreacting. That's an insane ask.
Really not.
So
anyways, the most recent one that I saw was like the boyfriend was an OP, and he was like, oh, like my girlfriend is staying the night at like the guy friend that makes me uncomfortable's house, and she like stopped answering my texts. Like, am I overreacting? And I'm like, obviously not.
Yeah.
Break up. Like, anyways, whatever. I did. So I found one, and this was posted 13 minutes ago when I screenshot it.
Whoa.
But I'll let you know the title, and then we can decide.
Okay. If we want to dive in.
Yeah. It says, I, 22 male, ghosted talking stage of 4 months, 22 female, but desperately want her to be in my life somehow and reconnect. Is that possible?
He said so. OP ghosted talking stage. Both 22. That's basically us. This could be our friends.
Okay. So you want to run it?
Let's dive in.
All right. So I'm gonna talk quickly because there's.
Is it beefy?
It's not as beefy as some other ones that I found. Oh my god, I was like,
people be yapping on that application.
It's just a rant. Anyways, okay. So It says, long story short, met this girl in Duet. Don't know what that is. We moved
It's a
to
dating app.
Instagram and talked daily for 4 months. The first 2 to 3 months, I wasn't very consistent. She asked to hang out, call, etc., but I took hours to respond, 3 to 6 hours. She eventually ghosted me briefly because of that. I felt bad, so we started going on dates the final 2 months. After the second one, she started becoming more distant. I asked if she was still interested. She said she was focused on work and her military career, but was down to stay friends. We kept talking, though the effort on her side started fading. I invited her out again, and she first said she was getting sick, then said she had a trip, which raised doubts. Later, we had a call where she admitted she has trust issues from being cheated on 6 months ago. She said I was the second person to point out that she pulls away when things get closer. Then she said, I think it's better if we stop talking because I don't want to keep confusing you. Oddly, later in that same call, she said she had stalked my Instagram, looked at my highlights, and asked about girls who follow me, even though she previously said we were just talking and this could become a situationship. So there were mixed signals. We kept texting for 2 more days, but she'd take forever to reply, even though she used to hate when I did that. It gave me anxiety, so I posted a note saying I'm over this and ghosted her. I felt bad the same night and called her, no answer. So I posted a story apologizing, wishing her the best in her career, and said I never meant to hurt her. She replied, enjoy your weekend. A week later, I posted another note saying, training will go great, wish you the best. And she liked it.
She liked it?
I'm already laughing. And she liked it. Now I'm thinking about reaching out next month just to clear the air, maybe be friends. But part of me thinks that might just reopen feelings or set me back emotionally. Has anyone been in a similar situation? Is it ever healthy to reach back out, even just to rebuild a friendship? Or is that just me holding on to false hope? So I did not read that post before
Did
taking
you
the
read just the
screenshot.
title?
I just read the title and I was like, all right.
Sure.
Like why don't you just like text her? Like the like posting a note like on Instagram and like a story. I'm like, you're 22 years old.
Yeah. That's so how much can you refresh my memory? How much time had passed since the ghosting to these
Let's
stories?
see. Okay. So long story short. He didn't say.
Okay.
He just said like a week later I posted another note saying blah 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 and she liked it. Now I'm thinking about reaching out next month.
He's looking forward to next month.
Yeah.
He's putting on his calendar, reach out to girl. Reach out to X talking
Clear
stage.
the air in 1 month.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you found this 13 minutes ago
Yeah.
when you found it? Yeah. August 22nd, reach out on the calendar. So my thought process is it seemed like it was a back and forth of like he said that she started like not talking as much, and then it just kind of back and forth from that, and like she was being avoidant, and then you know what I mean, and then she was kind of like, well, I'm doing this because I have trust issues, blah blah, and then he was like, I'm over it.
Yeah,
That
I
feels
think it
like
was just like she said she had trust issues and then like oh, it was like okay, so then she had trust issues, she was like pulling away, but then also clearly like cyber stalking and was
true.
like open about it and then it sounded like oh, like they were texting but because she took so long to respond, um he didn't like the way that made him feel, so he was like I'm over it.
I think it definitely depends on the amount of time that's passed. But I will say, I'm sure on her end, the ghosting probably is not helping her trust issues. It's probably going to make rekindling this probably a little difficult. But I think generally, like if it was a back and forth, I don't, and if she's liking the story, that would be like okay. I think they don't like hate each other and it's donezo. But if he says once in my life in some way, right? Did he explicitly say like as a partner?
He was like, "Oh, like maybe we could be friends, or maybe more."
FWB.
Quizás.
Quizás. Quizás. That's funny.
And
Yeah, I
oh, sorry. And on a side note of that,
yeah.
in Arabic, the word for maybe is yimkin.
Uh-huh.
And so now, like, I just say to my shorty all that yimkin, yimkin.
That's
Anywho,
funny. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I think it's not. I don't think they're Dunyan rings like hate each other, no contact. If
Dunyan rings.
Dunyan rings, yeah.
Dunyan rings.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna skate over that.
You're not gonna casually just drop Dunyan rings. Yeah, they're not Dunyan rings. If Sorry. They're not Bloom and Dunyan if it's she's liking stories. That's all I'm gonna say. If she's a loyal story liker, they're not Bloom and Dunyan.
I know, but like I just wish it was like I don't know, like he like okay, he posts a note saying I'm over this and then calls and then she doesn't answer, so he just posts a story apologizing. And which is like so everyone else can
Right.
see
I was gonna
that,
say
like saying apologizing, wishing her the best in her career, and said I never meant to hurt you. No one else has to see all of that.
I would say if this is Instagram and if she's not answering her phone, maybe just shoot her an Instagram DM.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
just
know.
maybe I
Yeah,
think anything else. I mean, unless he like made it close friends, took everyone off except her.
I've done that.
But have you? That's awesome.
Actually, I don't even make it close friends. I just block everyone from viewing my story, except for like the people that I want to see my story. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't have
Yeah,
social media
I'll say you mean
anymore,
social media.
and
So.
also like I'm not like down bad for anyone anymore. You know, but anyways, but yeah, I've done that.
That's funny.
So all the best.
All that so no comment for me. um, yeah, I don't know. That's very weird. I think
Yeah,
I think I think OP will be fine without this person in his life.
yeah, but I'm also saying like, okay, he posted a story with all that, and then she replied saying, "Enjoy your weekend." Like to me, like I'm not saying telling anyone to enjoy your weekend unless I fucking hate them. Like unless I'm like, enjoy your weekend. Like I'm like have a good weekend. I'm not a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he said a week later he posted another note saying training will go great. Wish you the best, and she liked it.
Do
Like
you think that's a facetious, double-handed story like, or do you think that's a genuine
I
story
think
like?
I think like clearly he's like him being like, "Oh, like should I reach out?" It's like, "Bro, you've been reaching out." Like
You
I don't
have
and
successfully
she
reached out.
hasn't like if they were talking to each other through stories,
That'd be
I'd be like,
awful.
"Okay, you guys are both sick." But it's just him posting a story and then her like just liking it. Like
Yeah.
I think that's her trying to be like nice basically, but I
Mm.
think if she wanted him to reach out, like he's already reached out twice. He's already reached out 3 times. Phone call, then a story, and
A
then a
second story.
note. Like
Oh.
actually, phone call, then a note, then a story, then another note. Like that's 4 times.
Mhm.
And she hasn't texted you. She hasn't posted on her story. Like, just leave it alone.
Yeah. The story like I'm give after having to have a nice week, enjoy your weekend. After that plus story like in this equation is giving like facetious like yeah I saw it whatever I
Yeah.
saw it but I'm not saying anything you're done
Yeah. Of like,
anyways.
I'm rising above,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
above
know.
you. I'm above
Yeah.
this.
I just think like to me when I'm hearing like him being like, I'm thinking about reaching out next month, I'm like, are you gonna post another story? Like,
Mhm.
is that what you think is reaching out? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the method of communication there is like totally changing my view of it because I'm like, I don't know, like if she already has trust issues and like you guys are both like acting in this sort of like prideful way of like, oh, I'm gonna leave you on red for a while and then oh now you're leaving me on red and I don't like it. Like, yeah, leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone. Everybody leave each other alone.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. I feel like I also feel like it's giving that he really doesn't care that much. I think if he actually wanted to keep this friend in his life, I don't know if I was in a scenario where I was like, oh, maybe if he feels like he messed up and it's like, I wish I could keep this person in my life, I'm not going to be like, oh, I fucked up. I wish I kept him in my life. I'll reach out next month. I would be like, obviously, I understand that he is trying to reach out, but I feel like there would be more of an effort, or I don't know. I feel like I would either just do it and reach out and be like, I'm so sorry, which I guess he has done, but at that point, I would just be like, okay, well, that's it. Like, I feel like there should be there if he really could, there would be a sense of urgency, and less so like we'll check back in a month.
Mm-hmm.
We'll check back in a calendar year.
I think he cares a lot because he reached out 4 times and is now making a Reddit post about it.
Fair.
But I think the fact that he's like, oh, like I'll reach out in 1 month shows, I guess not that he like doesn't care, but that he cares more about like ego or like just has this idea of like in his head of like how things are gonna
Yeah,
go,
that's fair.
basically. Because like some people are like, oh, that's like, oh, okay, this person like, yeah, we're not talking right now. That's fine. Their birthday's in 2 months. Like, I'll get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get back in there.
Okay.
You know, um, and like, I don't know. To me, like, it just doesn't feel like it's coming from like a very genuine
Yeah,
place
I guess that's more what
of
I meant because he
like wanting to form a relationship there, and more out of like the game, I guess.
right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't mean like yeah. It's not that he doesn't care at all because he
Yeah,
does,
yeah.
but yeah,
No,
it's
I
not.
get
It
it.
doesn't come from a genuine place because yeah, like I think if it came from a genuine place, it would be I don't know. It would be more sincere and less so like well, I guess I'll reach out in a month.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
This one, the last one, I wasn't that curious about like what other people said because I was like, it's probably gonna be like about the same stuff. I'm kind of curious, like if I look up, I'm gonna look it up, and then we can end it on that. Because
When did you find this post?
today,
Oh, okay. So we'll see
like
if
this
anyone's responded.
afternoon, I think when did I take the screenshot? 4 p.m.
Oh,
Uh,
fresh.
so let me see. Okay, so yeah, I guess our verdict is leave her
Don't leave
alone.
her alone. Don't
Leave
reach
her
out.
alone.
No reaching out.
Um,
You're done. Your race.
let's see. Okay, so advice. And then if I just have to look up like reconnect, reconnect, and then can I sort by new? Yeah, 3 comments. Let's see.
Whoa.
Okay, so one comment says you ghosted her once, so showing up again might just reopen old wounds. If you're not offering clarity and consistency, leave her peace alone. And then the guy said, "Thank you for OP said, thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. I see what you're saying, but honestly, I've been struggling to see that she was ever really interested in me. That's probably just my own issues talking. To be fair, okay." And then someone else commented saying, "Sounds like you're just not a great match. Honestly, I wouldn't spend time worrying about it. There are 8 billion people in the world. If it seems like she's not showing interest in you, drop it and move on. There will be other people." So there we go.
That's funny. When he said I appreciate you commenting, but I thought it was going to go a different direction. But you're
But
fucking
kill
stupid.
yourself?
Yeah. But kill yourself and I'm blocking you.
Yeah.
Blocked and reported.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, definitely not a good match. Definitely leave each other alone and it's over. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know. Just, it's fine. Plenty
Yeah.
of fish in the sea.
Yeah. And it definitely, I think, reopen. Yeah, it would reopen old wounds and it probably, like I said, it's definitely not going to be helping her trust issues that were already a problem before.
Yeah. Plus, like, hearing her, like, she has a career in the military, like, to me, that means, like, unless you're serious about it, like, that's just gonna make it harder. Because, I mean,
Mm,
people in the military, like, they have to move around a
right.
lot and they have to, like, you know, they're not always, like, very accessible. It's just, like, I don't know. I feel like you would need, like, a pretty strong connection in order to keep that going, just given those circumstances, and that doesn't seem to be apparent.
No, not at all.
So,
Not apparent at all.
meow, meow.
What subreddit was it on? Was that just a relationship
Our
advice or
such
what?
advice.
Advice.
Oh, I guess I can look up relationship advice. I'm sure that's a different subreddit.
So you know what would be fun is we have a couple friends. If like if if someone I just like how like my experience like with people reading is Smosh and like they get a list. So like even Shane doesn't know what the stories are. Sometimes he does on occasion.
Oh,
So it'd be
okay.
nice if it's fresh for both of us. Even though I know you didn't read it, you read the title or whatever. That would be cool one day.
Oh,
Maybe
so we
get
ask a friend to
we
find it.
hire our friends, be
A
like, hey,
juicy.
yeah, if you guys everyone patrol r slash advice. If you want our 2 cents about it, go ahead and send it our way.
Yeah. I also imagine like one of our friends, even if they didn't want to come on the show, but like we're like, okay, caller number one, and it's like distorted
Yeah,
voice,
it's like, oh,
and
like
they're like,
low pitch.
okay, so
I 22F.
and I'm like, that'd be so funny.
We
um,
should I think we have an email for this channel because I had to make a new channel. We'll have everyone send it to
oh,
the email. We'll have
okay.
everyone send it to the email.
Send it to the
Send it to
email.
the email.
Yeah, if you listeners, you have advice, go ahead and send it to our email.
Well, you don't remember what it is, but we'll display it right here.
There we go.
There you go. So go send it that way. If it's your own personal advice, if it's a friend's advice if you're asking for a friend.
Yeah.
If you find it on Reddit or another, I don't know, somewhere where people will put forums.
Yeah.
Something that you want us to check out or just talk about.
Or just do it from a burner account
Do it
if
from a
you
burner
don't want us to know. Gabe.
Right. Gabe, Jacob, the Gabes and Jacobs out there. The only two friends that I know consistently watch this. Thank you guys again.
Yeah.
Are you Jules?
Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to have either of you on because that would be fun.
Oh yeah.
You can sit right here.
There's a you can't see if we pan down. There's a small stool for Alita, my cat, but it could fit a young adult male or female.
It can
Or
it
they,
can
them.
fit Jacob. I don't know about.
Definitely not gay, but there is a basket of stuffed animals. So if you kind of just like lounges here, I think that could work.
Or
for
also
Jacob.
just like
The mic situation, I have thought about like if we got a guest, I don't know how we're gonna do with the mics.
we
Like
can
if
share.
you and I just share a mic and then they.
Yeah, we just kind of go.
Yeah, we just
So-
don't listen to the second mic all together.
I mean, this one, like, you don't have like. I feel like if I hold it here, and we do have someone sitting in the middle, like that's gonna. Pick up both of
If
us.
we're all equidistant.
Yeah.
But yeah, with a guest having a guest on soon would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know most of the people watching are our friends, so and even some of the people who followed us on TikTok, we haven't talked to you in a while. Bring them on. Are we not leaving that? Are we not gonna?
I mean, sure.
Anyone who may or may not know
little
us.
PSA. Your next clip isn't even a clip; it's just a PSA. If you are a loved one, want your
I'm
us to give you advice.
I'm gonna review the page. Let me look at it right now. Let's see who's following. Because if not, we're gonna do PSA. If you are currently at time of posting this TikTok following us, come on the show. But let me double check who's following us.
Oh, okay. Come on the show. I was just thinking, send in your advice,
Let's see,
your questions.
These are all. Oh, my dad's on here.
Your dad.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually one person that I don't know who that is. Oh, hey, we have one actual usual fan. Yeah. If you are watching this TikTok right now, go ahead and ask us a question, whether it's your own or on Reddit or a friend's. We're gonna have an email, and we'd love to help you out. We're gonna try.
Juicier the better.
We're pretty wise for people our age, I think.
My trouble is like I'm really good at helping other people with their problems, but my own I'm like, yeah, not too much sometimes. But I think I'm getting better at that. At the big age
nobody
of
can be
23.
perfect. The big age of 20. In the big 2025.
Huge age of 23.
But yeah. So if you guys need help, we'll be right here, and we'll be here. We'll be sitting here for 2 weeks waiting for you.
Oh yeah.